Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of The Roost.
Hello.
So, I know this is a little bit weird because, we haven't really ever started it off yet. Just so you know, we just got back from Retro Game Con, so I'm super sleepy.
I'm super broken.
And we'll talk more about that later. For anybody who's wondering right now, it's super cold where we're at. It's windy, it's miserable. It is a perfect time to just sit and record and do nothing. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to have a fun time and talk about a couple of fun stuff that happened this week. It is the week of the 16th, the 14th. It is the 14th, the day of the recording. Not to break the illusionary wall that is radio, podcast, whatever, but it's gonna be fun. So a couple big things came out this week. The first big one being Fallout 4. Mm-hmm. And I figure that my lovely co-host here, Chels, you would love to hear about the number one story about Fallout 4.
Oh?
And it's not that Fallout 4 is buggy, because it is buggy. It's actually really buggy.
You know I love my buggy games, though.
Yes,
I am Glitch Goddess for a reason.
Yep. There's it has the classic Assassin's Creed bug, with the faces missing.
Yeah.
Someone recreated that, or got a face missing in character creation. I woke up to that on my Twitter. It was very odd to see at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Just this missing face on a thing. I'm picturing this for the Animal Crossing fans, I'm just picturing Blanc right now.
I
and you just sit there. Okay, so quick divergence. Pretty much in the original Animal Crossing, when you took the train to a friend's town, you had a chance of meeting a pure white cat, and her name was Blanc.
Right.
And she would say, "Why are you looking at me?" "Oh no, did my face wash off?"
That's so
and you would actually get to draw the face on her.
Oh, right, I remember.
Yes, and I'm just picturing that, but in Fallout, and you sit there with a little crayon and draw everything on it.
Yeah. Well, so there's a number of problems that people have been having. One is we heard a story of a high schooler that was, remember we were at the cafe, at our buddy's cafe?
Yeah.
And we heard the story about the little one that tried to buy Fallout, installed on his PC. His PC couldn't run it.
Oh yeah,
so
poor little munchkin. Just so you know, anyone under the age of 21 and or shorter than I am is dubbed Munchkin. So the little munchkin stays up, buys Fallout 4, installs it on his computer for it not to be able to run. So he installs it on his mother's computer, and the mother's computer can run it at 4 frames a second.
Yeah. Well, apparently, according to people who are playing it on PC right now, and some other consoles too, there are bugs that are legitimately just giving you less than 20 frames per second. But don't worry, because it's more cinematic that way. But that's not the biggest story about Fallout 4.
I have to ask.
What's up?
When was Fallout 3 released?
Fallout 3 was released years ago. I'm going to actually look it up as we talk.
Okay, because I'm guessing as soon as Fallout 3 finished, they started on Fallout 4.
No, they did New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas.
Okay, after New Vegas. Mm-hmm. They probably already had Fallout 4 storyline cranked out.
No, they didn't.
Really?
Yep.
How long have they been working on Fallout 4 for?
Probably since New Vegas was out, but Fallout 3 came out in 2008.
And New Vegas?
Give me one sec. Because,
I'm sorry, if you have certain bugs like that, how did you not catch it?
So here's the deal, right? New Vegas came out 2 years afterwards in 2010.
Okay, so you had, hypothetically, 5 years. If they started as soon as Vegas came out.
Here's the thing,
5
right?
years?
But Bethesda doesn't work on that. Bethesda also worked on Skyrim at the same time, Oblivion. So they had a bunch of other stuff that was going on. But
look, I'm giving you right now.
But here's the deal.
I'm just picturing the list going down and over. What's longer, Santa's naughty list or the list of bugs in those games? So
here's the deal, right? Bethesda always has had a problem with having buggy games, and there's nothing you can really do about it.
I think it just is a trademark thing right now.
Well, yeah, but that's not the biggest story. Mm-hmm. The biggest story is Fallout 4, on the release date, was so popular that Pornhub released that it had a diminishing amount of views on that day, a big enough dent in their revenue on the release date of Fallout 4. I thought that was great.
How do you know about... How? Did
What's
it
up?
just appear as a news thing on your Twitter?
I have my news articles, so you don't worry about it.
Or did you read this on Reddit?
Nope, it was on my news articles. I subscribe to certain news things about games and all this other stuff.
In porn, apparently.
No, not porn. But yeah, so like, you know, it's fun to think about it, right? Like, that means that
This game is so big that Pornhub had to say stop playing and start whacking.
No.
We're losing revenue.
That's not. I mean, obviously it went back up, but like.
Of course.
But like, obviously Fallout 4 made such a big deal, or was such a big deal when it hit, that it kind of just shaped the market per se. But yeah, I mean, I thought that was pretty funny. I don't think there were ever any games that really came out and did that lately.
I'm surprised Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty but Call of Duty never really did that either. It was more or less just like...
Call of Duty just has that following.
You have to understand, though, these games are so popular, because like Call of Duty, Fallout 4, things like that, they're so popular because you get so much out of your money for it, because you buy it... these are hitting the same audience that when they got a game, it was the only game they had for 6 months. You know, so like that was back like when you had like the Super Nintendo, the Genesis, the Nintendo 64, and you bought a game and that was your game. You played it for a year straight before, you know, from one Christmas to the next until you got another game.
Or till birthday.
Right, exactly. Well, yeah.
If you were lucky enough to have a birthday somewhere between...
Or if you got...
so much and so much.
So, like, for multiple people, like, a buddy of mine, he does, you know, his biggest thing was, like, Super Mario World, right? For me, it was, I'm trying to think of what my game was.
You mean, like, your game of your childhood?
Yeah, like, that I played more than anything else.
Oh, my God. Are we talking console or handheld? Or handheld?
We'll talk about console.
If it's console, hands down, like, I overheated my GameCube Animal Crossing. And I can have so many people vouch for me. If it's handheld, Pokemon. It was the only Game Boy game that I owned. It was like every Pokemon
Right.
game.
I played, I think mine was... See, you have to understand, when I grew up, I had money for when I was young, so I was able to get all those different games, but there was 2 games that I had growing up with my brother, right? We played the hell out of Spider-Man. It was like Spider-Man and Venom symbiotes of whatever. Like, it was like a brawler game. My brother and I played the hell out of that because my brother and I, like, we loved playing like the whole like superhero stuff. It was that, and I played the hell out of Sonic 2.
You and your Sonic 2. You and your chili cheese dogs.
So the Sonic games were huge in my house.
Like, I have to ask.
Well, Sonic was my first video game.
Okay, sitting up, like, as soon as you walk out of your room,
Yeah.
sitting on that mirror, who drew the Sonic fan art? That's sitting there? I don't know if it's, like, Shadow or something. I want to say it's Shadow.
No, it's not. It's Sonic riding a skateboard.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a really nice commission done. My mom's student drew it.
Aww.
My mom's a teacher at a Catholic school, and that we have this really nice Sonic sketch that someone that she drew, and I guess she happened to like Sonic or something like that, and my mom goes, "Oh, my son loves Sonic, can I give it to him?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure," and then she signed it and gave it.
Because I was looking at it, I'm like, it's actually a really good Sonic.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Really nice.
The Sonic fandom's really weird. You have people like me, and like...
Who enjoy it.
No, who love it. Like, it's what we grew up on, and like, you don't really have to worry that much about it. Then there are people who are too into it.
Are we talking like the DeviantArts?
Yeah, like, you know, if you ever want to play a fun game, go on Google and Google your name, the Hedgehog. So, like, James the Hedgehog or Chels the Hedgehog. You know, stuff like that. No, you're not playing it now. But, don't play it now. Don't play it now. But, so, you know, like, just do little fun stuff like that. That's always fun to do. So, besides that, like, speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog, right? We're transitioning really well today. I do have to say, I thought it was going to be a lot harder. So there's and I apologize, like, if we're not sounding 100% correctly. Did you find Chelsea the Hedgehog? Okay, click it.
I did. That's the image that comes up.
No. Click the link.
I don't wanna.
Let me see. Ready? So we found Chelsea the Hedgehog. Oh no, they don't have a background story of this person's OC.
I will find it.
So, a really fun thing that happened with Sonic over this weekend, or at least yesterday, that blew my mind.
Okay, to be honest, I would totally wear the hell out of that.
Oh yeah, I know you would. So, if you want to follow a Twitter, like, that's really fun and interesting to follow, even Facebook, follow the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter/Facebook.
Oh,
I don't know how.
You mean since they got that guy?
Yeah, some guy took over the social media, and holy crap, is it amazing. I'm gonna pull up some of the awesome tweets right now.
I mean, I love the guy who was writing on behalf of Sonic.
It's
that
super
was
good.
Absolutely beautiful. The guy was spot on.
Oh my gosh, this guy's so good. Here, hold on. Let me pull up some other stuff that he did. Like, he put, for this, he put, like, Happy National Stress Awareness Day. And then he put a picture of the cover art of Sonic 06 on it. You know, like, he does laugh at himself.
Apparently I'm dating a wolf.
Nice. Stop looking at that. That's terrible.
I found somewhat of her back stuff.
Alright, stop right now.
Oh my god. This I'm just gonna close this out.
You know, it's just
curl up in a corner and cry.
It's super nice. Like, just go on, trust me, and just look at the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter. It's really good. Also, they had, like, this weird thing where they had Dr. Robotnik, or Dr. Eggman, or whatever you want to call him, quote unquote, take over Sonic's Twitter yesterday, and they had the voice actor voice and record responses to people's tweets. It was so sick. When do you ever see anybody on social media do anything towards that for their fandom? It was really nice. The character, like, they actually have kind of like writers with the guy to give proper responses or whatever. It was just super nice. Mm-hmm. You know, and just, I don't know how to explain it. It was just great. I'm telling you, like, follow the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter. It's totally worth it.
Like, I mean, I've seen some photos of some good replies from some of the social media sites, mostly off Facebook, and just the companies replying where
like
they're
Denny's.
kind of thinking,
Like Denny's.
Denny's?
Denny's.
Oh, when they were memeing themselves, yeah. Yup, like certain things like that, it makes you chuckle, it makes you laugh, it makes you have a good day.
Another funny Twitter to follow while we're talking about fun Twitters to follow.
How we went from, like, Fallout to Twitter.
No, trust me, it's fine. A fun Twitter to follow is Nihilist Arby's. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
So, it's like, basically, it's nihilist quotes, you know, so, like, there's no meaning to life, stuff like that, like, really depressing comments, but, like, as if you were being represented by Arby's at the same time.
No.
So his thing is, officially, I have nothing to do with Arby's. Unofficially, everything is nothing. So he said, honk. Well, here we go. Don't you love pretending that love is anything more than a random hormonal chemical reaction and ascribing that feeling to Arby's curly fries?
Okay, I'm done with that.
What's short, cruel, and brutally beats you up every day?
Arby's for lunch?
Life. Also, old Gary, who's always hanging out by our dumpsters. Enjoy Arby's. It's really nice.
Picturing is the Arby's right next to the Salvation Army in Middletown.
Oh, yeah, it's super. I've never been to Arby's, by the way. I've never had Arby's sandwich before. Maybe next episode of the Roost, we'll
do a review on an Arby's.
No, we'll eat Arby's when we have our interview with our next host or with our next guest. We'll sit down and we'll eat some Arby's with him.
Oh my god.
What do you think?
Sure.
And then I'll give the Roost's official review of Arby's. And Arby's, if anybody ever gives you wind of this, send me a message. I'd love to, try it out. You guys can give me a gift certificate or something. It'd be fun.
Oh my god. First episode, give us money.
Yeah, please give us money.
Next episode, can we ask for an Xbox One?
Oh my god. So, for anybody who doesn't know, there is a YouTuber by the name of Pro Jared.
And if...
No, I'll tell this story.
Right.
It's pretty.
No, I'm just saying, if you don't know who Pro Jared is, that's actually pretty impressive.
He's a really nice. He seems like a really nice dude. I'd love to have him on the show, but it's probably not going to happen anytime soon.
Until we get nice and rolling.
Yeah. So we have Pro Jared. He gets a message from someone on Twitter that says something along the lines of, it's like one of the people from Rainbow Six, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, right? And they dub his name over it, and it's like, Pro Jared, I've made your dreams and wishes come true. Rainbow Six is now backwards compatible with the Xbox One. And then, Pro Jared's like, wow, this is really cool that they sent me this message, but I never asked for this. I never really wanted it. Mm-hmm. I like Rainbow Six and all, but,
I never asked for it to be...
Yeah. And then his next tweet is, jokes on them, though, I don't even own an Xbox One. And so someone replied to that saying, at Xbox, you wouldn't be cool enough to send them an Xbox One, would you? Just kidding. And then Pro Jared's like, I don't know, would they? I don't know, Xbox, are you cool enough? LOL. And Xbox sends him a message and says, hey, DM us your mailing address. We are that cool.
So that's how you score an Xbox One, everybody.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to get Fallout 4, send them... How many pounds did they send them of battle caps?
First of all, they were only doing that once. They're never doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
But they basically said, this guy traded the equivalent of in-game currency of battle caps to the price of the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition. Mm-hmm. Which was really smart.
Did they send them the Pip-Boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy got a special edition pimped out and everything.
Oh my god.
That's dedication.
Just the fact that you collected that many bottle caps.
So, I guess we could talk about the convention we went to this weekend.
I was gonna say, we need to talk about the next video game fest that got released this weekend.
It'll go in tandem. Because I want to talk about Amiibos.
Oh, the Amiibos.
So, for anybody that doesn't know, this week was also the release of Mewtwo and the Animal Crossing Amiibos. For the first time, Animal Crossing Amiibos were released. KK...
You do not touch my KK, you do not touch my Mabel. You can touch everyone else. Those two are mine.
Tom Nook as well.
Sirius and Reese as well.
Yeah, they had a 3-pack. They had then they released Animal Crossing.
The 3-pack comes with Reese and Sirius, and for those who don't know, those are the pink and blue respective llamas who run retail in the New Leaf game.
Right.
And they come with KK, which is a really smart move because otherwise Reese and Sirius wouldn't.
Yeah, no one would want them.
The shelf, exactly. So you put it with the most popular character. In the single packs, you have Mabel, which is one of the 3 sisters of the Sable sisters, who are your seamstresses, which I absolutely adore. And then you get Tom Nook, our ever-loving... how did Star Palm?
I don't know. Just so next.
He's our Monopoly owner.
Yep.
And just so you know, if you guys didn't watch Nintendo's Direct stream... Pick up the Amiibo Festival game now while it still has Digby. For a limited time, Amiibo Festival will come with both Isabelle and Digby until certain supplies run out. Afterwards, it's only going to come with Isabelle. They will not be, from what I've heard, they will not be selling Digby separately.
Yeah, after the first print run. Mm-hmm. So it's like a first edition kind of thing to go along with it.
Where is my Isabelle?
Isabel's over there. So, I mean, like, these...
They textured her sweatshirt!
You didn't look at that yet?
I didn't feel it. Let me feel her clothes.
That's
weird. That's just so creepy. I'm just gonna feel this anthropomorphic, the large, cute, adorable dog's clothes.
Did you know that if you give...
a bell in her hair.
Did you know that if you give KK a cowboy hat, he'd literally be the nudist guitarist in New York City? The nude cowboy.
Yes, who now actually has to wear nude-colored underwear because
oh my gosh.
PC everybody.
All right, so but off of we'll talk more about Animal Crossing in a sec.
Our fun rant, yeah.
I want to talk about something fun that happened at Retro GameCon this weekend.
Which fun event?
So I set up a booth next to you.
Yep.
For the Roost, where I was giving out buttons, I was giving out other stuff, really fun stuff. Mm-hmm. But I ended up, for whatever reason, we were raffling off a Mewtwo, and we were raffling off a Lucario. Yeah, the Lucario was just because we want another Pokemon.
And unfortunately, we had to completely debaucherize the raffle, and I apologize.
We'll talk about that later.
That is my fault. I wholeheartedly apologize, and that, like he said, will come up later in the podcast.
Well, no, we'll just post online about it.
Yeah, I may or may not have destroyed my right hand side again.
Okay, so what happened was that after it was easy, right? You like our page, we give you a raffle ticket. You follow our Twitter,
we give you another raffle ticket.
Yeah, why
there
not?
You go.
Easy
and
peasy.
Hey, it's free, and you can win a free Amiibo.
Yeah, and Mewtwo's going for $45 right now.
Yeah,
something what crazy a lot of people
at the con were selling them for.
And I was like, yeah, sure. You know what? You can get it for free. You don't even have to try that hard. So what happened was that I ended up just trying to set up this nice little display, whatever. I had stuff on top of the Amiibos too, which was actually a really good idea because of what happened next. There was this little kid. I don't want to call him that little.
Probably early teen, I'm guessing.
Yeah, 11 or 12.
I wasn't around. I was actually in the vendor's hall helping our friend at Cape and Cup Cafe, and I was helping his stall, and I get a message kind of filling in.
Yeah, so apparently... this young teen, right? I don't know. You can't call
youngster.
him. Yeah, this kid, because there's nothing else to call him but a kid, decided that he loved the fact that I had a Mewtwo. Now, I don't mind if people get excited around this stuff. You know what? Quite frankly, if you wanted to see the Mewtwo up close because you haven't seen one before, I would have handed it to you. I let a little girl look at it, and the little girl started walking away with it, and I was like, oh no, I'm sorry.
And then the little girl brother just nonchalantly is like...
Here you go, take it back.
It's like, oh, look, Mewtwo hands it back. The brother was chill.
Yeah, but so this kid...
Good play on you, bro. Good play on you.
So this kid decided, for whatever reason, that he was going to tear down my display by reaching through and grabbing the Mewtwo, knocking my signs off the Amiibos and the other sign off, and start to go, oh my god, a Mewtwo, I need it, it's mine, and start to walk away. While having a parental supervision there, and I was like, no, you can't do that. You can win it in a raffle, but you can't just take it. And so I take it back, and I put it on the display, or at least what I had of the display, and then, so I put it back up, and then he leaves, and I'm like, you could just enter for a ticket and just take it. Mm-hmm. I will let you enter the raffle even though you were kind of a jerk about this. And then the next time he leaves and comes back with this, I want to say it was his older brother or his dad. It was a very large gentleman that was looked exactly like him with facial hair. And the large gentleman just didn't seem to care. And the kid just grabbed it again, knocked over to the display, and said, I need it, I need it, I need it. It's mine, and started walking away, and I just grabbed it, and I'm like, no, you can't do that. And he's like, I'll buy it from you, I need it now. And at that point, what do, right? You can't, obviously this kid has, some issues, right?
He has entitlement issues.
Yeah. And I was
that is where parents do not know how to say no.
Yeah, so I was like, look, I'm not selling it. The table next to us, the woman was really nice. She wanted to buy it as well for her daughter. And I promised it in a raffle.
You need to, totally just pick up like 7 Mewtwo's.
No, we need to pick up a bunch of amiibos next time we raffle things off. We need more than just 2 prizes.
I wanted 2 stock though of it because just in case we have something like this happen again, it's like, okay, fine, but give them like some exorbitant number. Like, sure, you want the Mewtwo? $100.
Yeah.
And if they whip out $100, there's I wouldn't even know what to do.
Right. So after all this, right, that's when the con just went terrible. Like, I enjoyed the atmosphere of it. I thought everybody there was really cool. But, like, when someone just tries to steal your stuff, knocks over the display, doesn't even care.
And then does it again.
Yep.
So...
Then the kid...
well, this is after I was injured. We were escorting
the Mewtwo to because I found the person who had the ticket for it, so I was having a buddy of mine hold on to it, and then we were gonna figure out what we were gonna do with it from there. I handed it over to him and I said, "Hey, look."
Didn't his whatchamacallit, his worker actually win it? Whose name was James?
Yeah, something along those lines. So basically from there.
We apologize for the creaky door.
So, basically after that, I kind of just at that point was just like, I'm done with this. Because the kid followed me.
Like, if really? I mean, at that point, like, the whole joke that I had was, if I'm at the table and some kid tries to steal that Mewtwo, I'm hopping over that table and I'm tackling him.
Yeah.
I don't care. And he joked around saying, no, I would have beat you to it, and then you would have been upset, and I would have been like, why? Because you didn't get to jump the table and tackle him for Mewtwo. And I totally would. I'm sorry. I would be upset.
If I could have redone this day, I would have went and bought more amiibos. I would have bought Animal Crossing amiibos to give out as well.
Oh my god, everyone would have loved it. The only thing, I wanted to pick up the Tom Nook. I honestly did.
Tom Nook and KK in maybe the 3 set would have been fine.
Like, the only thing is, not a lot of people have this Amiibo festival. I'm part of a Amiibo trade group.
People would just want the Amiibos, though. Mm-hmm. That's the thing.
I mean, I know that our friend was pretty much wanting to buy, say, Mabel. I'm gonna mix the two of them up by now. Wanted to buy her just because she's adorable looking. He doesn't even own a Wii U, but it's like, you're adorable. I need you.
Well, I mean, like, that's the thing, though, right? Like, when it comes down to it, all you care about is how they look on your shelf.
That's what my entertainment system is.
Yeah.
What do we have? We got the Meta Knight. We have a Villager Meta Knight, the Inklings.
Oh, yeah, by the way, you guys should probably, if you guys are into Amiibo collecting and you're missing a couple, check your toys. Best Buy and Toys R Us.
They restocked.
Everything.
Villager, they restocked. Splatoon,
By the way, Splatoon, great game. I still love it.
I'm horrible at it.
I have to be careful because there's this thing where you can overplay games super easily and you get super tired of them and you just can't play them anymore. It happened to me with Left 4 Dead. I'm trying to make sure that doesn't happen with games that I'm playing now.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why you cycle through games each day.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. But yeah, so...
Unless you're me.
So, speaking of Animal Crossing amiibos, there's the Animal Crossing Festival! This is like your favorite thing ever.
Oh my god, I love Animal Crossing.
Oh, look, here's the deal, right? The game's barely a game.
Shush, when you have everything memorized and you can perfectly answer almost every question in that quiz, no problem, there's something wrong.
The idea behind it is that, like...
It's Mario Party minus the minigames.
Yeah.
Except you can play the minigames outside of the board game. It's actually super fun.
It's definitely worth doing if you're in a relationship with someone who's super competitive at games and just wants to relax and not play something that's super competitive.
Like Mario Kart, what was it, 7 or 8?
It was 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Listen, I still stand by my reasoning. It's your game, therefore it's your fault.
I'll end up possibly recording some of us playing Amiibo Festival and putting it on my YouTube channel. We'll talk more about my YouTube channel woes after this. Like another time, another day. We'll probably do it with someone on the...
Like the online episode of all things Techie Online.
Eventually, I want to we'll talk. I'm gonna probably do another recording sometime soon. We'll probably do a double whopper. Because,
just to kick us off.
Yeah, and each week I'm looking to have it formatted where we only talk about one really specific nerdy thing that, like, we're not telling you to tune out for that episode, but we're saying, hey, expect this to be majorly about this.
But we may have other fun stuff thrown in.
We're definitely going to have other fun stuff thrown in. And we'll talk about the news.
Nerd life.
Yeah.
My nerd life.
So, I mean, we're going to probably try to have guests. Yeah. We're going to try to have guests as often as possible. But I think we're going to try to keep this usually to about a half an hour to an hour, depending on how long it needs to be. And then if people like what they hear, we can get it going. But thank you guys so much for listening to The Roost.
You want to sign off?
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one.
See you later.
Bye-bye.